Hey guys, it's Paula from Hugs Beads. Yesterday I gave you a little quiz about some tools that my husband made for me on the 3D printer. And then right here, as you can see, they have numbers on them, 3.0, 2.6, and 2.2. And some of you came up with some really great ideas. I gave you a little hint that they are used for polymer clay, and you guys thought that maybe I use them for bracelet making, or maybe for slicing the clay, or helping me make borders for my pendants, which are all fantastic ideas. But Lynn, you actually got it right. These are used for rolling out my polymer clay. And I'll show you in a moment how I used to roll out my clay, and it was quite primitive, but this is why I asked my husband to come up with something new to help me out a little bit easier with the process. So these had numbers on them, 2.2, 2.6, and 3.0. I have others, but we're just going to look at these today. So these measurements are in millimeters, and it determines the thickness, as you can see, of the tool. And what I use them for, I'll show you in a moment. I'll show you what I used to use. I used to use these flashcards that I use for my kids for when we used to do math. And I'll show you my setup here. I'll show you how I used to use the cards to help me roll out the clay. So there's my clay. Oops, let's bring it into picture here. There's my clay. This is my glass tile that I roll out on. And here are my cards. Now I used to count the cards to make sure that I have the same amount of cards on each side to make the even thickness for both sides. And I would use my rolling pin to roll out the clay. Now a lot of people with polymer clay making use a pasta machine, but I don't have one dedicated for actually polymer clay. I have a pasta machine, but it's used for making pasta, so I didn't want to use it for my polymer clay. But a lot of people do have a dedicated machine, but I do it the old-fashioned way because I only make small pendants, one at a time. So this is how I used to do it. So I'd count the cards, and then I would roll, and it would measure out the thickness. But do you see how awkward it is? It's like the cards are rolling around, and sometimes they would flop out and fall out, or I'd realize I've miscounted and I have an odd number on one side than the other, and it wouldn't roll out evenly. So it was driving me crazy. So I said to my husband, oh, you know what, there's got to be a better way. And we came up with these. So I'll take the 3mm ones for now. So these actually do the same thing without having all those cards. So I just pop them on there. I'll roll out my clay again. And I'll roll it out again. And it's great as I just roll, and it should come out perfect thickness. Okay, let's take a look. Take that aside. Okay, there we go. I mean, I rolled this out very quickly. I mean, normally I take a lot more time about it, but as you can see, it's perfectly even in thickness. That's great. And the good thing about this is that, I can move these to whatever size my clay is, so I have plenty of room, or if it's a small piece, I can move it in. Or I can rotate my tile vertically, and then I can pop them on this way, whereas I couldn't do that with my cards before because there was just not enough space. They would be like hanging off. So this solved a problem for me, and I'm very happy with it. And so I can roll out different thicknesses now, so I can choose if I want it a little thinner. Take this one off, pop these on. These are 2.2, so it's even thinner. Roll that again. Okay, So here we go, rolling. And I can just get that uniform thickness all the way through without having to fight with a stack of cards. There we go, we'll take that off. Okay, and there we have it. Pretty cool, huh? So that is what these were actually made for, and I'm sure we'll develop the idea a little further, but so far they're going to work really well. I can see they're going to be very handy. All right, well, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.